Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense operating from the pistol. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
And the Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks like he's going to run it. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
They'll kick it away here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a third down play.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Punt team ready to boot it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They'll run it here. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The Sooners move into the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? He hands it off from the gun. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, a dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Bringing pressure. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. There's the handoff. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
LSU has moved into the red zone. And there's the handoff. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Here comes the up-tempo offense. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return. The important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. The pass rush closing in. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. This one will be fair caught. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down after that previous play. He'll ride the back again here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Crucial third down play right here. They'll hand it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's broken up there. Great play on 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. 2nd down here, time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Handoff from the shotgun. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. Right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. One more play before they head to the locker room. Secondary backed up off the ball now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Pass falls incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick this deep, begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. First down here for this offense. They get the second half started with the running play. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here's the second down play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Fair catch made at the 35. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. He shreds the tackle. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's going to take off here. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds his man, has the first down. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. The Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. An inside give now from the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Takes the handoff again. And that run produces a decent gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's looking to scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's 3rd down. They got to get after this quarterback, and instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a first down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. He's going to hand this off. Will he score here? That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. And the Sooners will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Sacked on heavy pressure there. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes a quick catch. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this 3rd down to keep them short of the first down. Now it's 4th down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Now the important point after attempt. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. He's found some room with the 45. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. He knocks this one right through, and they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores,
wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
The back's got it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Handoff to the single back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Running play called on 3rd and short. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They're going to run it here. Powers through. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship.